They're tears. They taste just like sweet, delicious ice cream. Salty, too. We ridicule the establishment and the...
It's the battle of the governors. California leader Gavin Newsom leaving his dumpster fire of the state to make a surprise stop at a Florida college to attack Ron DeSantis. Newsom and DeSantis have been taking swipes at each other for the past 2 years. Both have been mentioned as presidential hopefuls for 2024. Gavin taking this potshot at DeSantis and his push for education rights.
Every single thing this guy does.
Well, and how do you feel? I know you've been on our show before, and you lost your son. He was murdered. And here we have Alvin Bragg focusing on President Trump for paying money to some lady that he might have had, a relationship with.
Well, they picked up a new slogan. No one is above the law. If no one is above the law, then I don't understand how Alvin Bragg could dismiss murder and gang assault indictments against 2 of the people involved in the murder of my son. Because it seems to me that murderers are above the law in New York City. So all of this, no one is above the law, nonsense is just that. It's nonsense. We see it every single day in the black and brown communities, every day, all day. Everyone is above the law. They're not even making it to the DA's office. The cases are not even being prosecuted, period. All right? They're being released from the precincts with a death appearance ticket to a referral to a community-based organization that has shown no measurable outcomes of effectiveness of what they're doing with our millions and billions of tax dollars. We see crime rising out of control every single day. And Alvin Bragg is doing absolutely zero. All right? They depending on data. All right? Anything.
Ring the bell. This woman is ringing the bell. The legal system is a piece of shit. How can you get any type of justice when the justice system is being ran by a criminal organization?
Over 0% of collateral damage is too many.
And you voted for Trump in 2020.
Absolutely.
Will you
I
vote
will
for him?
vote for him again. I am a proud black conservative.
Only $5.49 for this washing machine. Small body but big power, with draining and drying functions. Do your intimate laundry in a minute. Blue light sterilization protects personal health. Get it now on TV. Say goodbye to hand washing.
I'm scared to reveal who I am to you and fear that you won't accept the real me. I like the idea of a relationship, but as soon as we get close, it is so unfamiliar to me to the point that I'm overwhelmed with all this intimacy. I avoid committing or saying I love you so I don't have to risk rejection and being vulnerable with you because I am so out of touch with my emotions. I tend to work and travel a lot as a way to keep actual distance and because I've learned that those things matter more than relationships. If that sounds anything like you, those are known as deactivating strategies which are designed to keep us safe. So how do you deal with this? Therapy, like BetterHelp, is a great place to heal and develop a healthier attachment style. Online therapy allows you
I will vote for him again. I am a proud black conservative.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Benny. You all saw the historic images this week of Donald Trump getting arrested in New York. Did it really hurt Trump? Well, his polls have shot through the stratosphere, and he's raised multi-millions since his arrest for a fake crime. Alvin Bragg saying that everyone stands equal before the law. This filthy, filthy fraud. Donald Trump was writing 34 felony counts, or essentially just copying and pasting every single digit of a little line-by-line in a business ledger. Yeah, that's what you get arrested for in New York. And also, you elevate those charges, of course, to felonies in New York. Well, moms of slain Army veterans aren't having it. Mother of slain Army vet Hanson Cora rips Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg for giving plea deals in case. Mother whose Army vet son was was stabbed to death in Harlem in 2018, ripped Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg an open letter over to his discussion to offer plea deals to the defendants in the case. Madeline Bram, who sent the letter to Bragg, and Governor Kathy Hochul claims that the DA didn't communicate with her before they decided to offer plea deals. So here's a mom. Here she is. Look at the pain. Madeline Bram, mother of murdered Afghan veteran Hassan Khora, criticized Manhattan DA Bragg. The open letter. Look at her sobbing. Look at what these people have done to these individuals. You have to stop for a second. Look at this. Oh man, he's got kids. He's got a wife. Ugh. Authorities allege that these guys had punched and kicked him before trying to pin him down while they stabbed him. However, in May, a court hearing of Bragg's prosecutors said they didn't think that they could prove beyond a reasonable doubt that they had intended to kill Khora. Another part of the plea grant, they pleaded guilty to a downgraded charge for felony assault and was allowed to go free. So you can kill someone. People say get away with murder. You can literally get away with murder. Mother veteran killed in New York shreds Alvin Bragg. This is nonsense. Madame Brain lost her son, Sergeant Hassan Khora. See him right here in his fatigues. 2018 stabbing in New York has since called out the Manhattan District Attorney. Brame joined a panel on Fox and Friends on Wednesday to react to Bragg declaring that no one is above the law. If no one is above the law, then I don't understand how Alvin Bragg dismissed murder and gang assault indictments against two of the people involved in murdering my son. He was Army veteran, married father of three, was stabbed in Harlem. The killer is convicted and sentenced to 20 years to life in prison. But Brame criticized Bragg for offering plea deals to two of the other defendants. So here's how it works. If you want to prevent crime, what you do is you do maximum charges. Okay? So if Alvin Bragg was at least consistent here, what he would do is he would do maximum charges for everyone involved. If Donald Trump also made erroneous digits on a spreadsheet, a decimal here, decimal there, and he charged him, well then you can just say he's a really tough on crime guy. But literal murderers, people who are accomplices in murder, get off the hook.
And thousands of mothers, fathers, families, just like me and my family, who not only are we traumatized by the homicide of our child or our loved one, we have to fight with the criminal justice system to try to get justice for the murder of our child. And instead of us being treated with some type of dignity and respect, the victim is made out to be the killer, and the killer is made out to be the victim.
Extremely powerful commentary there on the same Fox News panel. Fox News had a panel essentially of individuals who had been done wrong by Alvin Bragg and this judicial system, this broken judicial system in New York. One of them was an ex-police officer and an ex-prosecutor, and his commentary was really powerful.
How do you feel about this?
Well, I'm also a former police officer.
That's right. That's right.
And my whole thing is they found the worst prosecutor in America to prosecute Trump, because Alvin Bragg will not prosecute a black on black crime or a Latino on Latino crime. He'll set those guys free. In the meantime, he goes after a former president, and this is a tragedy for America right now that we should not be celebrating.
They shut down the FDR. There were police officers in uniform for 5 days around Trump Tower, down at the courthouse. A lot of money, millions of taxpayer dollars went to this. Yes. How do you feel as a police officer about that?
Well, it's tragic. I just drove down the Eden houses, and they're telling us they can't find money to keep the Eden houses clean. That place is a mess. In the meantime, they find money to prosecute a former president with charges that we don't really understand what they really are. They're misdemeanor penal law charges. In the meantime, they raise this to our families. A lot to unpack for a voter.
Hey, today I'm going to show you how to search anyone with just their phone number. Most people don't know this symbol, yet...
Just in the meantime, they raise this to our families. A lot to unpack for the voter.
Woke Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg has downgraded over half of the felony cases to misdemeanors as
There's no facts in make-believe, understand, faith, hope. There's no facts in this big fucking lie. This character never existed. What the fuck? Literally, morally, and truthfully. As children, we all been programmed to be stupid.
In 2020, the percentage of cases downgraded by the district has never exceeded 40%. Bragg, who took office on January 1st, campaigned on the promise of criminal justice reform. So now you can see this absolute slob here, and these felony arrests downgraded. This has been a thing for New York. It's edged up to 40%, and now with Alvin Bragg, the woke taking control, it is skyrocketing. Skyrocketing. Crime in New York City, skyrocketing. 23,000 felony assaults, thousands of shooting victims, hundreds of murders, thousands of rapes, thousands upon thousands of robberies, overall crime. Look at this, skyrocketing. This is to date, 2022, same period of time. 114,000 overall crimes, hundreds of thousands of crimes in New York. Transit crime is through the roof. 10 worst criminals released by Bragg time and time again. This guy was arrested 70 times. This lady has been arrested 97 times and released. This dude has done 30 years of crimes. That's his rap sheet. 30 straight years of crimes. This guy has 167 arrests. Most arrested guy in New York. Jamel Pringle has
The United Nations Human Rights Council says that there are human rights violations happening.
This upstanding individual right here was given a slap on the wrist by Bragg's office, had his felony knocked down to a misdemeanor. They cut him loose on a $1 bail, despite breaking the law for the past 35 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Maoist survivor issues chilling warning to those celebrating Trump arrest, cheering for your own demise. Xi Van Fleet warned the history of communist China is repeating itself in America. Move out of the blue cities. These places are set to collapse. Get out. Get out now. Let them collapse under their own weight. Save the system from the outside. Save America. Pray for those mothers. Whew. Man, it's hard to watch videos like that. Joy Benny, fighting to save America, right alongside you. See you. Thank you for watching. Our channel's here to meme the libs until they cry, and then to meme them cry. Their tears, they taste just like sweet, delicious ice cream. Salty, too. We ridicule the establishment and the libs because of you. Your support keeps us going. So if you like what you saw, please punch the subscribe button, click like, and ring the little bell so that you know when we're live. If you want to know when we're live. And make sure that you subscribe to our email list, just in case the bug gets cool. That tends to happen. If you want to see more of our videos, click here or here. My name is Benny Johnson. Stay free, base patrons.
with you, I'm with you, homeboy.
What's that? What's your
Man, I'm trying to see if you got your sign and shit, homie. Shit. Shit. Nigga, you just don't know, nigga. I'm ready to promote, advertise, and not only that, tell about all these lies, man, because the truth is starting to be revealed, man. The veil is starting to be lifted over the eyes, off of the eyes. You trying to see what I'm saying? Shit. You see? Because I feel the awakening of the world waking to realizing that we all in this here together. You feel me? But the elite assholes with all the fucking power, dog, they gonna have us fighting against each other because they got the separation is they got the money. And that's what nobody realizes what makes this shit not funny. You see? And when I said the money make it not funny, in God we trust is on the money. And they trusting and believing in this guy, that's not funny. They've been manipulated in their own game that they've already won. So it's like you playing a game that you own, you are the pieces to the puzzle. All you gotta do is find your place. And your place is, as long as you always thinking the creator for being able to think at all, because you'll never know it all, because every day is a learning experience from the all. Creator in us all at the same time. Bruh, it's just bad that we've been programmed to lose our mind. Because all that matters is the mind that matters. And all the mind that matters is in all of us to matter. Because we're creating a reality with matter. You see what I'm saying? Bruh, total darkness is where you come from. Close your eyes, you can see everything. Because everything came from that darkness. I know that I went into the light to know that the dark is better than the light. Because everything comes from the dark to be light. That's why your heart got to be as light as a feather to be judged, not when you die. Judged while you're alive, living. Because you're coming back. It's all about how you leave.
Exactly.
Remember I told you that the 4 words starting with L, ending with E, sums up your whole life from beginning to ending to say it never end. See? Live, life, love, leave. And then you're back at it again. Unless you forget the creator within the creation, and now you're a gnat or a fly or something that you was when you was shit.
That's right.
Because you wasn't doing nothing what? Productive. So if you wasn't doing nothing productive with the earth that you come from and a part of, that means that you're going against the natural order to be in. Now you fucking up. And I already told my mom, you know, I called my mom and my boy and them and everybody be talking to. When you look at the creator, don't do the judging you. Now tell me that ain't cool. The creator within you get that for you. You gonna judge you worse than any other judge could judge you simply because you gonna know you knew better. Knew better. You see? Meaning that you knew it before you did it. That it wasn't right. But you chose. So therefore, you chose to be what? The shit that you gonna be when you come back.
Right.
Come on, dog. It's simple mathematics. That's why I say people lie, the numbers don't. 0, 1. The circle with no ending. And then you gotta think for yourself for a change, and then you're gonna realize you are one of the ones that should know better. You was born a winner. That's why you was asking questions when you first came out. But if your mom and them didn't know, eventually they're going to tell you, shut your mouth. Stop asking all them damn questions. See? But that was nothing but the creator within the creation. Needing to find out if they know. See? But it is what it is, though, dog. I can't make nobody know what they need to know. All I can do is remind you of what's already within you. In order for you to know who you are 100%, you got to know how the percentage add up and be happy to explain it.
That's right, bro.
Because that's the truth in the truth being in a human being. You need to explain what you're saying. Because nobody ain't supposed to understand, have faith, hope, make believe that you're saying some shit that makes sense. Because the truth makes sense. Make believe, make lies. Out of you and me. Because make believe ain't nothing but doubt. For you to doubt the creator within you. It is what it is. And remember, I started that it is what it is. I started that World Grocery Store Network will work as long as people networking together. Woo! Now I know what I really means. It is all there is to be in a human being here. Now you see that, like I said, now you see the eye that's open in you. The creator within the creation. That loving you from the inside out, not from the outside in. Because you couldn't create a reality that you live in if it wasn't already in you.
That's right.
It ain't rocket science and it ain't nothing hard. The truth is already there for you to know already. It's just that you gotta be thinking to know better. You gotta go into you.
That's right.
And that you, it's a serious little you though. You see how it goes? But like I said again, but when you see it go, you can look at spelling truth the way that they taught us to. You gotta realize who made it up. They did. Right or wrong?
Right.
So they made up truth to be spelled with 5 letters. Shit, the creator told me spell it with 7. And you can see why the circle is in the middle with holes. Because, like I said again, once you see the 2 U's coming together, which would be the man and the woman, shit, in the middle of the circle, what you got? Fucking children, but you ain't no child once you reach a certain age.
Right.
So, when you look at the creator within the creation, is all the love, that's the all, A-L-L, the L-L, I said A-L-L, the L-L is nothing but the 2 lines, you see what I'm saying? That's the equal sign, son. You see? So when you look at alone, to know that you're never alone, when you put that line which you walk on, that's another L. Next to that L, A, you got all one, and you should know better. You're already in one, dog.
Yeah.
Anything else you was taught to learn was to do what you need to do to use it that you learned. But the natural order to be in, you need to always be thinking, because you can't undo none of the things that you do once they're done.
Yeah, that's right,
So
bro.
it is what it is. I'm trying to get that call because my baby just sent me the more pictures of my little grandbaby, and she glassy eyed like one, boy, and she's strong too.
What?
Yeah, so I'm gonna feed her with all the goodness of the good that's in her already. She ain't getting none of this bullshit. So like I told her for her birthday, I said, don't get her none of them damn doll babies and shit that I bought you. Get her some books about economics and shit like that. She's too young for that there, but you can play with it right now with the numbers.
Right.
To get her to know that there. Because it's just crazy how they've been trying to change education too. But I told you, bro, they want to keep you in the mindset of being confused, because that's your lowest vibration.
Yep.
See, your highest vibration is loving vibration. See, that's our natural order to be in, because every living organism on this planet has its meaning for its being.
That's right.
You dig? So like I said again, though, dog. But did you get your sign? How's it looking?
Yeah, man, I got everything in motion now, bro. Now it's just a waiting game.
All right. So, yeah.
Just a waiting game. It's just a basic sign that I had.
What you had before?
On my fence.
Mm-hmm.
Make some fix up property and all that. Had my paperwork, all my lease and all that crap I had to get together. And make up. Probably got everything done.
All right. Cause I was gonna tell you, look into cause I know you don't want no partner, but shit, you look into a partnership and then getting a grant for the handicap working with you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, nigga. Cause that's one thing about these bitches, they will give you money to put the handicap back to work.
That's it?
Yeah, dog. I thought you knew that.
Nah, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Just look into it, cause they got all kind of grants that for you to live there and help me out. You see what I'm saying? And all we be doing is helping each other out.
Yeah, I like free money.
Yeah, and like I said again, I ain't trying to come be nobody partner in shit. I ain't lying.
Yeah.
You get the money, shit, just give me a little piece. That's all, cause I ain't greedy at all. I'm just being honest, I ain't greedy at all. Especially when you ain't gotta pay it back neither. Shit, fuck that, get that motherfucking money.
Yeah, I like free money, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm having everything working out, dog. Cause like I said again, it ain't gonna work if you don't know what you're doing. You heard me?
Hello?
Yeah, it's the phone tripping. I said it ain't. Yeah, I said it ain't gonna work if you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
You see, like I said again, you got to realize that you can't and don't want to make mistakes.
Right.
So if you can't and don't want to make mistakes, you ought to always be thinking about being straight.
Right.
Ain't no rocket science. Ain't nothing that nobody don't know already. It's just a lot of people afraid to tell the truth. They getting too much shit for lying.
Yeah.
Cause you know that lie, that church, that religion shit, that shit pay good. Sorry to say it like that.
Oh, yeah.
It pay good. It pay good. Just like you say, Pastor, stop taking our change. Shit. That's some bitch. He ain't taking change now, nigga. He taking the money. See, you saying change, jing-a-ling-a-ling. Nigga, that nigga say, I can't take nothing that jing-a-ling-a-ling. I need the fold. And see, now you say, fuck, I don't need the fold now. I need that motherfucker to put in that motherfucking machine.
Yeah.
That motherfucker debit card, credit card. Cause that's what they got in churches now.
Oh, yeah.
And see, and they trying to get rid of the dollar, though, if you don't know about it. You see, if Donald Trump don't get back as president, the dollar history, dog. The dollar gonna be just like our food stamps.
I heard about that, bro. Let's see. There's some of these a lot of countries trying to emerge. China trying to.
Yeah, use their dollar.
The dollar as the world currency.
Right, their dollar, their China dollar. Yeah, they trying to use their dollar as the world currency now. But see, if Donald Trump get back in office, he open back up the Keystone Pipeline, and then they can't change it. You see?
Yeah.
Because we ain't gonna want.
You still get around with those felonies. You got 34 felonies.
That 34 felonies, that's fake felonies. You feel what I'm saying, dog?
Huh?
They fake felonies. When you go look at,
It don't matter, bro. You charged 34 felonies.
listen to me, look. Right. Well, see, like I said again, they doing all this here to start a civil war with us. You see what I'm saying? But we know what's happening. If we can get our military to realize that they with the wrong people, that they can't do no motherfucking like they did before. This was a coup was done on Donald Trump. You ain't know that, huh?
Huh?
A coup was done on Donald Trump.
A what?
A coup. You know how they overpower the presidency?
Yeah.
That was a coup that was done. Because see, a coup is when they hide all the shit that will prove the point who's the legit president is. You got what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And everything they hid from us knowing about Joe Biden and his son, they would have now became president if that had been known to us at the beginning of that deal. Cause I asked you the question. If you voted for Donald, if you voted for Joe Biden, if you would have saw what they got now on Joe Biden and his son, and that video of Joe Biden telling the ambassadors in Ukraine that he got a fucking district attorney fired because the district attorney was investigating his son's criminal activity in Ukraine, and then they come and find out, nigga, the motherfucking coronavirus wasn't just made in Wuhan, China lab. They had a lab in Ukraine too. So the war was to blow up the lab and destroy all the evidence of what happened in Ukraine.
That's crazy.
Bro, it's almost like we living in a real fucking movie, dog, but we ain't getting paid for it. You heard me, huh?
Yeah.
We in a whole living life movie, dog, and we're not getting paid for it. We're not getting paid for it. And they're getting paid for it because guess what else they kicked me off of? They kicked me off of social media for because I was saying this here on the Dude channel and they cut it off. I said, when you think about it for yourself for a change, dog, you paying taxes on land that you take care of. So what do they do to get that money from you at the end of the year? Nothing. Right?
Right.
So when you think about the Democrat rats and the Republican clowns, who do they work for? I'm listening.
Right.
Who they work for?
Exactly.
See, who do they work for? Tell me. They work for us. See, so I ask you the question. How we owe China $30 trillion and they getting richer and we getting poorer, but we paying the taxes? I'm listening.
Yep.
Bro, we supposed to be getting $1,000 a month allowance, dog, on the money that we making every year, dog. You heard me, huh?
Yeah.
$1,000 a month. Each household should be getting $1,000 a month because we put in spending power over $13 trillion. So if we putting in spending power over $13 trillion, why we only paying the interest on that motherfucking $31 trillion?
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So these Democrat rats and the Republican clowns been robbing us and playing us in the middle, like the funky piano. Because if you look at all the taxes they put in off all the dollars that we spend, that revenue pay off that debt. That debt should have been paid off. But what they doing? They keep raising it up, and what they keep doing? They keep spending money in other countries.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So how we gonna get out of debt if we just giving Ukraine $80 fucking billion? Got what I'm saying? Dog, we being played big time, bruh. You see why? Look, you see why they ain't let you live there and leave me on your little channel.
Big time, bro.
They said, let me get that. They said we ain't gonna let that nigga be on this channel. What they told you was, they said, cause I talked about the doctors or some shit. I said, yeah, y'all bitches, y'all just know one thing. My face, y'all don't want on there to be seen, cause I already know. I done been through some shit. I can explain some shit, cause you gotta go through some shit to know some shit. And like I said again, it's ironic that my name in that Bible, John 4:24, the truth could never be believed. The truth got to be known. Yeah, bro. So yeah, though I ain't gonna hold you up on. I'm just gonna hold out and wait, cause I got a little something, saved up and shit ready, toss out to you and get stuff.
What pastor keep taking our change at, man?
Come on, dog. I got that still hanging there playing that game. Cause we were just talking about K Rio. And I can show you how much I was just talking about, cause I can put on what we were just talking about. He got a song, an old song, dog, and I know you know it too, dog. That bitch talking about right now to the fucking T. You heard me? You heard me? You heard me? It talked about the war in Ukraine, and I'm like, I ain't the fuck that nigga knew about the war in Ukraine way back then. You see?
It's like, I can tell you, it's like when you're in that period, man.
I call it zone. The zone. It said the way the critic gets it said the zone. When you in the zone, dog, it's on. I'm talking about you in keen in tune with the Earth's magnetic rotation.
Yeah.
Nigga, I know. Shit, I know. And that nigga, and only thing about it though, he's still believing, not knowing yet. He ain't sure, cause when you show, you gonna know that it ain't God, it's the Creator. So he's still believing that it's God when it's really the Creator, because anytime I ask them, they always, I start laughing when I do on people this year. I say, well, who is God? And then they say, the Creator. And then I say, so why you say God? And then they start thinking.
I ain't done, man. I took some time off.
Oh, come on, dog. You supposed to take time off, dog. Cause I told you, dog, the truth is all you got, bro. And one thing about the light that's always on in you, these sorry sons of bitches out here will put your light out. That's why you gotta have your instincts, which is the way to think at all times. That is the divine creator within the creations. That's you using your mind, and that's all that matters. And while you thinking and using your instincts, that vibration and that, I call it the zone. The zone is gonna tell you things like something about to happen. They can move around, something about to happen, move around. Now, if you ain't listening to them instincts telling you something about to happen, move around, all you doing is being in the right place at the right time, because there is no wrong place at the wrong time. You got what I'm saying?
Right.
Because everything happens within the order that you made it happen. You stayed your monkey ass there to see what was happening, and then you end up being a part of what was happening. You heard me?
Yeah.
All because you were being nosy when that wasn't your fight to fight. That wasn't your issue to be into.
Right.
So when the Creator gives you the instinct to move around, which is in you, you don't listen. You choose to be nosy, and there you go.
Big nosy.
Like I said again, the big nosy. See, because you know now. You know now. You will never know it all because everything is a learning experience from the all. But the trip part about knowing it all is because you handle it. See?
Oh yeah.
Because see, I'll break it down to you with that too. Now, if the Creator knew it all, what would the Creator have for you to do?
Right.
You're a flower, brother. You are raw creativity in motion, bro. Somebody fucked us up, bro. They fucked us up, bro. They made us into willing participants in our own slavery with the shit that they told us.
Right.
That's why I told you, bro. I'm ready to get in that legal system because that's where all the money is at, and that's where all the lies is at. Because that's where all the rules was made up at. You see,
Right.
your legal lying lawyer never worked for me and you. Your legal lying lawyer always worked for the judge, and then the bitches become a judge too most of the time.
Hey, bro, what you think about this, man? I met this woman in Brazil, man. And yeah, I met this woman in Brazil, bro, and she's a black Brazilian, man.
Mm-hmm.
And man, and I ain't gonna lie, that might be my next wife, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I ain't mad at you, dog. You're a man, and one thing about you being a man, you're supposed to percolate and make children, dog. Oh, but you're supposed to be able to.
Well,
You're supposed to be.
I'm gonna tell you about this woman here.
Okay.
She's not poor. She has a master's degree,
Okay.
and so she's a professor. And I mean, she ain't wealthy or anything. She ain't well off, but she got. When you say like foreign countries, people think that person is poor. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, I wasn't thinking that she was poor because I'm thinking that she's Brazilian. 9 times out of 10, when they get here, somebody's gonna take care of them till they get on their feet. So I'm listening.
Yeah. So she's 29 years old. I'm 34.
Mm-hmm.
She's 29. And she's 29, man, and she, just very, very, very smart woman. They very family oriented. And she's very smart, man, very intelligent. Like I said, she got a master's degree. She into, she speak English, but it's not the best English.
Right. But it works. It like I said, it'll do. Keep going.
Yeah, and she look like a model, dog.
All I say is, as long as you're doing it within truth, nigga, you ain't doing nothing wrong. To be honest. As long as you're doing it in truth, you ain't doing nothing wrong.
So a lot of people don't know though. I'm gonna put you on game because you my boy. I ain't gonna tell nobody else. I told my mama, but a lot of people don't know that me and my wife, we decided we still gonna be together, but we decided to just divorce the state because they started to get in our business and all that. You know what I mean?
Be honest with you, be honest with you, big brother. You dig? I'm gonna tell you the truth. For the Creator that's in you and in me too. That piece of paper, your word supposed to be your bond better than a piece of paper.
Yeah.
You dig? So like I say again, that's why I say you ain't doing nothing wrong as long as you're doing what you're doing in the truth that's in you already.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we filed, to divorce the state. Of course we still.
Oh, I know. Yeah, you still doing. You still. Like I say, you still obligated to your family. Keep going.
Yeah. However, man, I think my next chapter, man, is gonna be part USA, part Brazil. Like I just happened to meet this woman on.
Hey, like, and once again, the magnetics of this magnetic rotational pull of this earth pulls.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Listen, I actually love. We've been talking for a while. I ain't tell nobody, but I love this woman.
Man, I just take the dog. Let me break it down to you again so you can know better. One thing about the love that's in us already, it's unconditional. The power you can't see, the power you can't what? You can't control. You couldn't control you fall in love with this woman.
Yeah, bro. Like, you can't control that.
Can't control that, no. You can't. And the triple about you can't control it, you can't go against it neither. Because you go against it, everybody ends up being miserable.
But I think I gotta marry this woman, bro. Like, I gotta lock her down.
Once again, your instincts is gonna guide you the straight and narrow and right way, as long as you thinking straight in that circle of you want her around all day, every day.
Right.
It is what it is, dog. Like I said again, I know, nigga, because I tried to kill myself too many times, man. And when I didn't die,
She said, you know, she said you can buy a nice apartment out there for about $65,000. That's easy money. Like, I can do that.
mm-hmm.
And she be part time in the U.S. part, you know.
Oh yeah, like I said again, it's called international. That's all.
Yeah, what you think about that though, bro?
Man, that sounds like a winner to me. TV done, nigga. Like I said again, the life that we live with the Creator within the creation is all the love is already in you to give away for free with no material motive. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and your happiness is what you get back. But the thing about our companions, you can't get attached.
Yeah.
Just like with your children, you can't get attached.
And I feel like, you know, you got one life to live, man. And I met
happiness.
My wife. I met my wife when I was young. I've been married to her practically
Yes.
all my adult life.
Yes. And not to be honest, see, not sowing your royal oats leaves you doubtful. You see, because when you leave yourself doubtful, you're thinking about what I could and could have done and didn't do.
You know, and it's crazy, man, because it's like now, like now it's like, man, like women really be like into me. It's just crazy.
Nah, but see, that what you see, it ain't crazy. It's that your light is on for sure. Your glow is already there, but the need to know why you glow is kicking in now. You see, your articulating skills and how you speak to people, white, Puerto Rican, Chinese, and all different nationalities of humans being here, is your gift of gab with the Creator within the creation. You just gotta know your piece of the puzzle to be able to put your piece in that place, bro. And you get into all your places and you moving in sync, and that's all you gotta do. Thank you, y'all. Thank y'all for giving me a bell on that. Whoever y'all.
So I'm gonna be in Brazil on the 20th.
Okay.
I'm gonna be out there for a week. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, so look, I know, you already know me. All you gotta do is send for me, nigga. And if you make the will, I'm about to tell you, the Creator give me the tattoo to be said. Shit, you make the will and the way, I'm coming that motherfucking way. All you gotta do is put it there in like I say, in traveling, booking, nigga, and I'm coming.
Yeah, bro, like, you know, see, like, there's so many things I can do because I put everything, you know, like, I ain't gonna make no investments until I marry her, but like once I marry her.
Yeah. Cause see, I said, like I said, at least you got a plan. You see, that's all I can say right there. You can even in it right there. You got a plan. You see, you got a plan, and right now, it's a good plan because I can see that your family is settled. Your family is settled. You got them straight. They straight enough to be able to handle you doing the flip flop back from either or. You know.
Man, I put it like this.
Cause your wife, your old wife, your companion now, she's solid, and she's solid enough to be able to carry the family.
Yeah. But let's say we divorced because we wanted to split from each other, right? I always take care of her.
Right. Yeah.
Unless she got another man, like if she remains.
Oh yeah. Cause like I said again, come on now. Cause like I told Gidget, she keep on saying, you don't want to be with me because you can't walk and you can't do other things. I said, I can't protect you as a fucking man. Fuck all the other shit. Me, I can't stand up and put a nigga on his ass. He can kick my ass out the wheelchair just by touching you on your ass, and then I'm gonna kill him. So I ain't trying to put myself in no shit like that.
Yeah.
I told her, I said, I'm happy with you being happy with somebody else, but even if you don't get happy with somebody else, I'm gonna always be there. It did.
Man, I appreciate it, bro. I met this woman. I met this woman just really wasn't even trying to be there. We like,
dog, like I told you again, dog.
She basically fell in my lap. Like, she basically fell in my lap.
I'm trying to tell you, the will and the way is you willing the way, finding the way, and knowing that that's your way to go. You see?
Yeah.
Because one thing about doubting, see, this is it. Doubting what you're doing, that means believing and having faith and hoping. Man, that's playing games with yourself.
Right.
Because one thing about that creator within the creation, it lets you know. I mean, your heart flicker when you're around that motherfucker. I'm just trying to tell you. It's just a feeling that you feel when you with that other human being here. You see?
Yeah, like all them chicks, like them chicks I brought to your house, man. Like I just, those are my home.
Like I said again, that was your act right or act wrong, whichever one. You feel me? That was your act right or act wrong, whichever one. You see? That was you see what I'm saying?
Oh, my home girl, man.
Cause like I said, that was your act right or act wrong, however it go. You see, cause if they wanted to give you something, you wasn't turn it down. It is what it is. I know. Fuck, I know. Cause me and Maisha just not start talking back again. Cause I told you that I had to explain to her that it didn't make no sense for her to lose her Social Security or her fucking food stamps.
Oh shit.
For no little check that she was getting from me. You got me?
Nah, it don't make sense. Yeah, cause they report that shit.
Because like when they take her food stamps away, I told her, I said, you're gonna have to pay cash money. That's twice the fucking money that you gotta pay.
Also, she got mad because you dropped her?
No. She got mad because we were gonna do it with JJ, right? But she was taking too long to get JJ to go get a physical.
Oh, okay.
You see, so I ended up doing it with the supervisor of the place. So I'm good as gold now. So when I talked to her, she wrote me a big old letter and shit, and I got my boy to read it to me. And I was like, damn, but then. Yeah, but then after I got to talk to her, she said she's sorry because she had put her phone, because I wanted to explain to her I had forgot that she told me that she was going that next day to do that there. You see?
Oh, what's she did, curse you out?
Oh, she let me have it, and then like after I didn't talk to her for a while, the dude came back in her life again. What that nigga name is? Damn, what that nigga name is? I can't think of the name right now, but he came back in her life. Calvin, that's it. Calvin came back in her life, and Calvin. But watch this. Calvin came back in her life, and when Calvin came back in her life, she was so happy to be back in her life. He said anything. He told her that I told him that I fucked her and did all kind of things out, and she had the audacity to lay up there and ask me about it. And I lay up there and said, one thing about me, old girl, I never lie on my dick. And all the time that I had a chance at that, I wasn't gonna fuck with you. I knew one thing. I don't play with fire enough to get burned. I already saw how you was acting with niggas that you was dealing with, nigga. You was the cuckoo cocoa puff. I know what the creator told me to do with dealing with you. Help your fucking children out. You heard me? You heard me? So he said, well, I thought not. I said, yeah, you thought no, because you had to ask me, so you didn't thought no. Thank you. So, it is what it is. You went with what he was saying, but then you realized that he ain't nothing but a liar. After I had to lay up there and put it towards you my way first. And she said, yeah. I said, but that's just it. You shouldn't ever have to doubt what the fuck I'm saying. Because I've been there with you when you were dealing with that nigga. You were flipping that nigga for all the little change.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but like I said again, the game is always going to be played on you, dog. You just got to know who's trying to play you.
Yeah. Yeah, shorty,
And she got it going on. I hear it in your voice, huh?
Yeah.
Cause just like I told Maisha, same thing with Gidget and D. When I got with Gidget, I saw the creator within the creation, but I didn't know what it was. It stopped me from doing all wrong shit. Do you hear me? For 7 years, I was with that woman.
Damn, for real?
Yep, and then I started selling drugs again. I started back selling drugs because I started gambling. You see, everybody have a downfall. I started gambling, and then I started loving the gambling more than I loved the love that I really found in her.
Wow.
You see, because gambling is just like any drug.
Yeah.
It'll take all that you really love out of you, and you'll fall in love with it.
Right.
And that's what happened. Then I got stabbed up, and when I got stabbed up, and I had to learn how to breathe all over again. That kind of scared her, but then it kind of scared me because I ain't want no nigga to kill her while getting at my ass.
Right.
So I had to handle my business with that, and after I handled my business with that, then I knew that I couldn't go back to her after I had did that to them niggas and shit. So it's like I had to be solo for a little while, and next thing you know, drinking and driving by not having her, you dig, bouncing from bitch to bitch, not having her, you dig, drinking and driving, not having her, I ended up getting in the motherfucking race.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, dog. But like I said again, then she came back in my life while I was in the wheelchair. Numerous of times she kept coming back. And I keep pushing her away. And you know how they say, whatever meant for you, you never lose it because it always come back to you. I'm like, I'm not like I said, hey, it is what it is. Once I get my shit straight and she's still there, okay, we'll work with it then. But as far as how I got my shit right now, it ain't solid enough to be able to stand on my own 2 feet and be able to let it say, roll out, bitch. I won't be able to say that at any time. Roll out, bitch.
Damn.
So I ain't trying to hold nobody nowhere. And I ain't trying to have nobody play me for nothing. You dig?
Right.
And the other thing that's happening too, dog, I don't know if you heard about it, bro. You gotta watch that motherfucking water, and you gotta watch how you taking a bath and that shit too. Can't be taking a bath as much. Every now and then you gotta take what they call it, a whole bath. You heard me? Take a whole bath. What I mean by a whole bath, get you some of that purified water, some good bottled water, put some lemon in it, and wash your private parts, bro. Because that water having the iron in it, plus the medication, because people wasn't exposing the medication like they were supposed to, is making niggas motherfucking penis turn into a clit. Yes, sir. A total reversal, dog, and these scientists know it already too, because they've been hiding it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I seen the link to it so you can find it, so you can look at it for yourself, and you be like, well, but like I told you before, dog, we'll never know what we need to know as long as we let them tell us anything.
Yeah.
You see? That's why you gotta question everything that don't make sense to you, because if it don't make sense, 9 times out of 10 they're lying.
Right.
Because the truth can always make sense. Always. That's why it's the plus sign. 2 is always better than 1. Especially when you know the one that put it all together in the first place. That's how you a winner.
Right.
And the one that put it all together in the first place, where do you think that's at? That ain't living outside you. That's the only reason why you living, to tell the truth. That's the facts. Because you know, at one time, you used to hear doctors malpractice, doctors malpractice, doctors malpractice, doctors malpractice, doctors malpractice. Right or wrong?
Right.
You don't hear that no more, huh?
Right.
Because it's called class action lawsuit. They found out how to save the motherfucking insurance company this money.
Damn.
See what I'm saying? And that's cool because the doctors gotta have insurance. But what they got in insurance for? When they waived it from all, what's called, from all responsibility if they kill or hurt me or you, because the name already explained to you and me what they do. They're a practice physician. What they practicing with? They practicing with medication they get from the pharmaceutical companies. With what? On who? On me and you. You see? So when you look at their paperwork says what they are, when you go to the doctor, to the hospital, to the emergency room, dog, is it that you ain't reading all that paperwork that you signed your name on? Right or wrong?
Right.
And by you not reading all that paperwork that you signed your name on, and little print way in the back, almost hidden in all those sheets of paper that you just signed, that big old pack. It got in that bitch. The doctor is not liable if you die or get hurt while he's practicing medicine on you. So that's how you don't hear doctors malpractice no more. You hear class action lawsuit because they don't never lay up there and say what it is until it happens to somebody, and then the judge take it out of his court and then lock it in one of his law firms or one of his friends' law firm as a class action lawsuit that nobody else can dip a dab in. Do you hear me? But how we gonna do it is legal aid before gonna show them how they can live in. You're gonna show them how they can live there and legal litigate for themselves. And the way I want to do it is I want to have a whole team of legal, on what's called paralegals. I want to have a whole team of paralegals, a whole bunch of paralegals that can pass that bar at any time if they wanted to, but they're not, because once you pass that bar, you become a legal line lawyer.
That's right.
You become part of them in the organization. That's why I told you, dog, if we can put a system to go against and with the system that we deal with right now, just like I said about putting a system against and with the system that we go in with right now, it'll be well respected and welcomed. Why do you think the system would be well respected and welcomed if we made one up? Let me tell you why it'd be well respected and respected. Because you know and I know the system of legal litigation, was it ever made for me and you? Thank you. Case closed. Bam. The truth is the truth. The truth is the truth, dog. And you already know. And you already know too. I'm listening.
And we're gonna close it right there, bro.
See, we're gonna close it right there. We're gonna close it right there. Yep. Because like I said again, you know the truth, and you know they're listening too. And you know they're listening too. But like I said again, it is what it is on me, and it's time for the people to realize it for themselves.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. So you go and take it easy, dog. Kiss the family for me. And I'll back at you. Nothing about that. The dude, dog, bruh. If you keep feeding him the right shit, he gonna heal himself. Because it's their fault he like that. He wasn't born like that. He wasn't born like that. He got stuck with some type of vaccine.
Yeah.
Some type of vaccine fucked him up, bro. He wasn't born like that. Wasn't born like that. So, it's raining?
Yeah, it's raining out here.
Yeah, it's raining over here too.
Oh, shit.
So yeah, dog, I'm running in there because I was in there. I'm gonna let you go after I say this here. I was in there baking me some, not really baking, boiling me some pearls from my pineapple that I can cut up and put my ginger and all my KO and my spinach and all that. But anyway, and after I put it on the stove, I came in here and my back and shit was hurting real bad. So it was hurting so bad till I said, man, I ain't sleeping 3 days. I said, I'm gonna puff go to Magic Dragon and I'm gonna put myself under. Forgot that I had that shit on the motherfucking fire, but I didn't have it on a high fire. I had it on real low. Nigga, I woke up to this bitch smelling like pineapples, dog. I said, oh, that's a beautiful aroma. Yeah. You know, I said, hold on, I ain't cooking nothing. You know, went up in there and it had caked at the bottom of the damn pot, and all the pineapple had to burnt up. And all they had in there was strings, looked like, you know, the pineapple hairs and shit. I said, damn, you fucked up. But I already knew that the best part of that pineapple is the skin.
Yeah.
Yep. The best part of the pineapple is the skin. All you do is boil it with some ginger and some honey, and then after that, you can use that as a tonic for your immune system.
Right.
So, but yeah, though, bro, that's what I did. I said, man, it's crazy. But I said that ain't gonna happen no more because I don't never get in my bed once I put something on that stove. And I did that after I hit that weed real hard. But I knew what I was doing. I was trying to get some sleep, but I forgot about that shit was on that motherfucking fire. But alright, bro. I'll back at you, homie.
Alright, bro, we holler.
1-1. Yeah, boy. That's another one.